In mathematics, what is continuity? What does it mean? Now see this road. This is a path at straight. You can easily drive through. Here you have a winding road. That means the road is there. It is winding, but still you can drive properly if you are a good driver. So these two roads are continuous. Now imagine that you are stuck in this kind of situation where the road is actually going down or breaking. Then it is not continuous. Here also you have a hole in between a road. There will be a problem. So this means discontinuity. The above two, continuity, below two, discontinuity. That means you have a path, if it is straight without breakage, or you have a path with certain breakage. So the first one is continuous, second one is discontinuous. Now this is the conceptual meaning of continuity. We have, say, in mathematics functions. For example, y equals x. So function is y equals fx basically. Now this will be a straight line. Any function will have any graphical representation. Now this graphical representation, if this line or a curve is straight or without any break, then we call it as a continuous function. But if you have a break, there are different kind of break, there are different kind of discontinuity, then we'll call that this function or this curve is discontinuous. So this is the concept. Coming to the mathematical aspect of continuity. Now we have a function fx. You know function? You have to have the idea of function to understand continuity, differentiability, etc. and limit, of course. So the continuity, the precursor is limit. So limit, if limit exists, what does it mean? That if you want to find out that whether this point, at this particular point, the road is proper or not, that is, you want to find out this for this function at this particular value or that this particular point, whether it is continuous or not. Let us take any point. For example, on x-axis, we take x equals a or x equals c. So we need to find out whether this curve which you see in yellow at point C or at point A, whether it is continuous or not. So mathematically, how are we going to find out? We will find out the limit. The left hand limit and the right hand limit, if they both are equal, then the limit exists. Okay. Now the value of this function fx at C or at A, when this becomes equal to the left hand limit and right hand limit, that is the actual limit, then we say this function is continuous. I hope you got the idea. I'll show you here. So this is a graph. I'm not showing the right part, only the left part. So if you want to find out the continuity at x equals a, you will just move back a little bit, very minuscule or minute. Then you will just go ahead farther from x equals a. At these both points, if the limit exists, and then we'll try to find out when x equals a, what is the value of the function, that is fa we need to find out. If this fa is equal to the left hand limit, is equal to the right hand limit, if this exists, then we call it as the function is continuous. So let me just give you the actual function fx when it is called continuous at certain points, say x equals a or x equals c. When the function is well defined at this point and the limit, left hand limit, right hand limit, the value which limit will give you is actually equal to when you put this a in the function fx. So without any break, if you get a curve or a function, then we call that this function is continuous without any break. Means checking for limit and checking for the actual value of the function at that point is basically done in order to find out whether there is any breakage or not. Okay, so fa is the value of the function at a, and this is equal to the limit of the function at this particular point a. So if you're aware of limit, you know how to find out the limit, and for getting the value of the function, just put a in the function. So fx is continuous at x equals a. That simply means that the graph or the curve of y equals fx has no breaks.